Hey, this is Colin with Rip City Basketball. Just wanted to give you guys an update on all of the stuff that we got going on. So we are expanding pretty quickly. Okay, so many of you have probably seen that over the past 6 months. So this isn't the case with all teams, but the teams are growing pretty quickly, and we are growing with new coaches and things like that. So as we grow here, we are going to continue to add more and more opportunities for players to play. So we have a pretty decent spectrum of players from the developmental to the competitive. So the coaches and I that work with me are always trying to figure out the best opportunities so all kids can have some way to be able to improve their development. So a few things going forward. So starting in July, we have one coach that has just started with the 7th, 8th grade boys, and we should have another new coach hopefully starting in July, and then we still have some of our other coaches who are helping kind of on the back end. These adding the new coaches will allow us to do more actual games. So either starting the end of July or beginning of August, all the teams, so Tatum, Kobe, Curry, Kyrie, LeBron, and the girls team. So everything that's underneath high school boys, we will have weekend league games in Newport Richey. We're still going to have some travel tournaments, and we're also going to be putting on our own showcases, tournaments ourselves. They'll be in Brandon, and those will be in addition to everything else. So, so what I'm trying to say here is that very quickly you're going to see a pretty big expansion. So there definitely will be a transition with some of those teams from me being the direct coach to being the overseeing the entire program as the program director and hiring some new coaches. So the middle school boys are already seeing that in that first month. That transition kind of happens, but they're getting used to their new coach. And the same thing will happen with a couple of other teams. I'm not sure which teams will be will have those new coaches just yet, but they definitely will. And like I said, with more coaches, we have more coaching opportunities and more playing opportunities. All right. So just be pretty patient. Okay. Like I said, the Newport Richey League will be able to get a lot of people in there, a lot of different developmental options there, and then we'll have competitive on the back end. Again, you will see a little bit less of me at practices and tournaments just while I'm trying to get this showcase series started. So our showcase series, it's going to be similar to a tournament like many of you have experienced, like the hard to guard tournaments, but ours is going to be slightly different. We're going to have a clinic aspect to it, and hopefully it's a little bit different format that is better for everybody to learn and get better. And so we'll keep you updated on that information as well. All right, but I want everybody to know, as you see these programs growing, we're going to be actually adding a lot more games. Okay, so please be patient with the new coaches, and please be patient with the scheduling. Those players that are a little bit more flexible will end up getting a lot more games per month, just because there will be situations where I will need, hey, I need a player here this weekend, and you may have 3 days notice. So the more flexible you are, the more opportunities you're going to get being able to play up and around and figuring those things out as we go forward. The second thing that I want to address, okay, is pricing. All right. So for those of you who are newer, all right, the price is $100 a month, and the previous price last year was $75 a month. That changed on January 1st for everyone except those of us who were here last year. So they were grandfathered in for the first 6 months, those the older players, and now starting July, every single player is at $100 a month for fees. Okay, so the only option that we're going to offer in July, so June, if you're a part of that grandfathered group, you still have $75 a month for June, and then the last month is June. Okay, so going forward, $100 a month for everyone. Now, in July and January only, I will offer 6 months for $450. So if you know that you're committed to the program, you're a one-sport athlete, and you want your player to stick with us, okay, this July you can give $450 for 6 months. That's $75 a month. That keeps your $75 a month price. Okay, anybody is able to take advantage of that price, whether you're new or one of the older grandfathered in. Okay, so the only thing with that is I will only offer it in July and January. Just bookkeeping wise, it's a lot easier than always offering 6 month rolling memberships. So we will give a 6 month option in July and a 6 month option in January. All right. So if you're referencing someone, tell them it's $100 a month. And then once they get to their January month, they'll have that option as well. All right, those are the main two updates. I know a lot of people had the questions about the pricing because they knew that it was coming up. So it starts July 1st there, and then the expansion with the programs. I should have the calendar out in the next couple days for July, and we will definitely be having fundraising, a pretty big fundraiser in July. So be prepared for that. If you have any questions, let me know. I think this is a little bit better format sometimes than just typing it out on WhatsApp. So hopefully this can get out to everybody. If you have any questions, again, please let me know. Thanks. Bye.